What's up, y'all, and welcome back to The Dose, where we are here to help leaders pivot into their next. My name is Alex Seal, and I've enjoyed 20 years with the world's most caring company, and I want to take leadership concepts and bring them to you in a digestible manner that will help you get into the next season of your leadership. Let's grow.
What's up and what's happening, TPE family? We're back with another episode of The Dose. The Dose is designed to help leaders get better each and every week. My name is Alex Seal, and I'm delighted to be here with you guys today as we discuss a very important topic of leadership. Every leader, seasoned, new leaders, it doesn't matter where you are in the spectrum of your leadership journey, there's one common factor that is relatable to every season and every level of leadership, and that is your ability to make decisions and solve problems. I can tell you the leaders that I've witnessed who are good at this, who can make timely decisions and come up with solutions to address those pain points or to address those situations, are the leaders that have the most respect amongst their team, because the team knows that if something goes wrong, that leader will be able to identify the problem and create a solution and make decisions that will help advance the organization. And so there's three important topics that I want to cover in this area of decision making and problem solving. Number one is going to be analyzing situations and considering considering various perspectives. That's analyzing situations and considering various perspectives. And when you're doing in making decisions and when you're analyzing what's going on in your organization, there's a few things to consider. Number one is you have to gather information. One of the things that sometimes we might fall prey to and fall into the trap of as leaders is making assumptions about certain situations, or going into situations without proper information. And so whatever the situation that you're dealing with, you have to gather the appropriate information and be able to leverage that information in your decision making. Number two, you need to identify stakeholders. When you're analyzing situations and you're considering those different perspectives, you have to identify the people who are involved in the situation. How you have to identify the people that your decision may impact. You have to identify the who in the situation, and then approach those individuals to get information and get their opinion, get their perspective on what's going on, and then you have to you're tasked with weighing your options. And so once you've gathered the information, once you've identified the stakeholders or the people who that it might impact the decision the most, you have to then weigh out the options, the pros and the cons of those decisions, and then you have to land on the decision that you want to make. The next item in decision making and problem solving is developing critical thinking skills, and then you have to have a level of analysis with that as well. So number one in this area is questioning assumptions. You have to challenge the existing assumptions that are present in your organization if you're going to really develop your critical thinking and analytical skills. Logical reasoning is another component here. Is the decisions that you're coming to, are they logical, and do they make sense to the texture and the direction in which you're trying to go in your organization? And then the next piece is data analysis. This is where I feel like a lot of leaders have the opportunity to grow, particularly in the field of work that I have, because a lot of times you can make decisions based off of emotion and not data, in which there are some situations where your intuition or the emotional intelligence, your emotional intelligence IQ kicks in. But a lot of times you have to make decisions that are data driven and that are data based and that are objective. When you're communicating decisions or collaborating with others and making decisions, the data is what's going to probably make the difference in determining which direction that you're going to go in. We talked about weighing options in the previous point. Data could be the determining factor in which you make the decision on. So data analysis is critical here. And the last point in this decision making and problem solving subject is going to be implementing creative solutions and evaluating outcomes. And so, are you brainstorming techniques with other people who that play a role in this decision? You have to be able to then come up with concept and prototyping the decision or idea, and then test it, and then you have to be able to measure success. And so, once you come up with a decision, once you land on a decision, do you exercise brainstorming techniques to be able to figure out how you're going to execute the decision? Testing the decision and then measuring the effectiveness of the decision is going to be really important. So those are the three things that I think that are really critical when it comes down to decision making and problem solving. So those three things were: number one, analyzing situations and considering various perspectives; number two, developing critical thinking and analytical skills; and then number three, implementing creative solutions and evaluating outcomes. Hopefully, we were able to say something during the dose today that will help you become a better decision maker and a better problem solver. Because the better you get at making decisions and the better that you are at solving problems, the more value you bring to your organization and to yourself. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you want to connect with us further, you're definitely welcome to head over to www.tpenow.com. Get connected with us on a free discovery call so we can help you pivot into your next. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
What's up, guys? Here at the TPE, we're much more than your ordinary coaching brand. We're a team of coaches that have boots on the ground, who have real world experience in the area of running big business. And so let's get connected. Head over to tpenow.com and see how we can help you and your leaders pivot into the next.